What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Training Stage Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, and joining me this week is...
Slowy Joey.
And...
John.
And for the first time, as a full-time member of the Training Stage Podcast, Leif Erikson himself.
Piglet
Everyone
Sanchez?
give him a round of applause. You better clap. You better clap.
I thought it was Piglet Sanchez.
Okay, you guys didn't clap. That's fine.
Well, I currently have my hands on a 3DS at the moment. So.
Oh, I'm about to say, whoa, Joey. This is a children's podcast.
This
we
is a
cannot...
children's podcast?
Yes, we are marketing this towards children now.
Well, there's going to be a lot of rooster noises then.
Yep. So how have you all been this week? John, it was your birthday. Happy birthday to John.
Much belated, yes. I'm old. Fucking old, god damn it.
Did Frosty wave at you?
No comment. God.
In 1 month, it will be my birthday.
Oh.
The 26th of July. You know, just in case.
So we all have to get you presents, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. Lots of dank memes. That's what I want for my birthday.
I'm sure we can do that.
Yeah, I'm 1 year closer to death. I'm so excited.
I'm pretty sure I don't have to give anything because I've been giving this guy games quite a bit for the past.
John, your presence is enough of a gift for me. I know. That was deep.
And with the other thing that we talked about on the side could be another huge gift, but will.
What? I don't. Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Yeah, that. I'm sorry, John. There's been so much circulating in my brain this week. Like everything's kind of meshed together. That's why I haven't got anything done this week. It's been a real pain in the ass.
I thought they were talking about Piglet Sanchez, Bloodhawk.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Also, I'm not going to call Bloodhawk Leif Erikson because it's just not... It doesn't sound right. Sorry.
Joey's just used to calling you Bloodhawk, I guess.
Yeah, I can't. It's just...
Which
It's like after I learned Scion's real name, I was like, I can't call him that. It's Scion.
I don't even remember Sion's real name.
I do. I won't say it because I don't know if he's okay with that.
No, yeah, I wouldn't. But,
But,
I've known it. I just don't remember it.
You don't know how long it took me to get to call Tim his real name because I was so used to calling him Chug.
Yeah, it took a while for you to call me by my first name as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were like, yeah, just call me Kokiri. But now you're just like, yeah, I don't want to go by that anymore, so just call me Tyler, whatever.
Well, that was more of a transition from me being internet shy to me just not giving, any care in the world about that, so... Yeah.
Just don't call me Sohado Swordsman.
I think Muller still calls you Ohado. He just says Sohado.
There's a lot of... I think DBZ, or, well, I guess everyone calls him Eisen now, but I know he calls me Sohado still, which is fine, I don't care. It's kind of like the same thing with you, Bloodhawk, because like before I joined before I joined you guys on Xbox, like he and I were on what the fuck was it called, Tiny Chat? Yeah, that's right. We would watch Toonami every night on Tiny Chat or whatever. So that's when I guess I was still going by Sohado.
Oh yeah, Tiny Chat, man, that was interesting. Those were interesting times.
I look back on them fondly.
Or do you now?
Yeah.
I met a lot of cool people there. And a lot of uncool people there, too, so...
Yeah. Well, I bought a pet this week. Well, the family bought a pet this week. We got a guinea pig.
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna say, was it These Nuts?
No. I did not.
Nuts?
We didn't name it These Nuts, and we did not name it Piglet Sanchez. In fact, Piglet never even crossed my mind when we were naming it, okay?
Well, it should have.
So here's the deal. The last pig that we got was like 5 years ago, okay? He died like 5 years ago. He lived about 6 years. Real long time for a pig. His name was Kirby, okay? Like, Kirby, Nintendo character.
Right
Pink
back
Puff.
at you.
You're right back at you. So I wanted to continue the tradition of naming him after a Nintendo character. So I want to see if you guys can guess the name, because I don't think you will. Everyone gets a guess.
You should have named him Meta Knight.
I didn't
He
name
named him
Meta Knight.
Louis.
Oh, that's a good name though.
Louis or Meta Knight?
Meta Knight.
No, I would not name this cute little guinea pig Meta Knight.
You don't think
Though
Meta
my
Knight's
name, not really, but my name's not that much better when you think of it.
Meta Knight's basically
And I'm-
Kirby, just under a fucking mask.
Yeah, but it's not Kirby. The name is, whatever. Everyone gets a guess. John, what's your guess?
I have no idea right now. I can't think of anything.
You can't think of anything. Any franchises? Everyone pick a franchise.
Well, I'm actually confused. Why didn't you just name it whatever the fucking hamster's name is from Kirby or whatever?
I didn't think of it.
It's Rick, isn't it?
Something like that. I don't actually
Is
know
it?
offhand.
Oh, yeah, it is Rick. I don't like Rick.
But he's the only hamster in the Nintendo universe as far as I'm concerned.
I don't care, dude. Okay, Kirby is not a hamster. Kirby's a big pink tumor.
I'm just saying, like, it would
Okay.
have made sense.
Okay. No franchise guesses? No nothing
Oh,
like that? And my internet
I
I
guesses.
think you should just say the name and not.
Okay.
No, I want to guess. Is it the dog from Yoshi?
It is not Poochie.
Oh, okay.
I did bring up Poochie, though. I'm not the one that chose the name, okay? I told me mom, here's a list of names. You gotta pick one. And this is what she picked. And this is what we agreed on. Some of the names, it's a boy, okay? It's the runt. He's this tiny little thing. The names that we had were not the final name, but some of them were, of course, Link. That was an option. Not the name, though. Spyro was one of them as well.
That's
Not a
not-
Nintendo
That's
character.
not Nintendo, though. That's cheating.
Yeah, but it was an option. What was the other one? God, what was the other names?
Piglet
Link,
Sanchez.
Oh, here's a good one. Winston. Overwatch, right?
Of
I
course.
don't
That
know
was
what
an
you're
option.
talking about.
No. But we named him... we named him Ridley.
God.
Really?
Oh God.
Yep. His name's Ridley.
Oh,
From Super
you
Metroid.
mean the character that's never going to be in Smash?
Yep. This
Hey, there's
cute
mods
little,
with him in Smash.
This cute little runt guinea pig is named after this menacing dragon from Metroid.
I don't know, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't make total sense. But yeah, we've had him. This is the second day with him. We got him last night. He's just ball of fur. So cute.
I had a kind of random thought from these names.
Yeah.
I want to see Spyro fight Ridley.
That's a fact I want to see.
The idea was if we got two of them, it would be Spyro and Ridley because two purple dragons. Mm-hmm.
I will say, I did have a pet guinea pig in my youth.
Did you?
It lived 10 fucking years.
Wow.
It was midnight. She was the garbage disposal. Like you feed him anything, and it's just like whatever. I'll eat it.
You should have named
See,
it.
ours-
You should have named it Danny DeVito then.
See, our last one, Kirby, he would not eat everything. In fact,
Oh.
if he didn't like something, he'd throw a fit. We bought him.
That's the best part about guinea pigs. Like they have an extreme personality, and people don't know it.
Mm-hmm. No, we picked up on the last one right away. Like he was the sweetest animal ever. But if he did not like something, he'd let you know about it. Like we got him this. We had this edible tiki hut for him one day, and then he ate that to shreds. I mean, it was about to fall apart. So then we got him just a wood one. He wasn't having that. He flipped over the house.
Like they will seriously, like, if you give them like a carrot and they don't want a carrot, they will throw it at that cage if they can. It's just a big fuck you. What you doing? This giving this to me? Get this out of my face.
This one that we got seems like a really, really like just chill one, like very sweet.
What?
He needs to adapt a little bit. He's a little skittish, but he'll get used to it.
I actually have a question.
Yeah.
What are video games?
Okay. Technically, this was video game related.
Is there a new Hamtaro game we can talk about?
No, but I wish.
Oh man, please!
Because I love me some Hamtaro.
I will take more Hamtaro games.
I should have just called it Ham, but it's not a hamster. Though he does look like a hamster. Because he's so tiny and small.
You should have just called him Piglet Sanchez.
I probably should have. I really should have just called him, like, Piglet Sanchez.
That's what I would have done.
I don't think that would have, like, flied, though.
He could have been the mascot of...
I'm surprised
Ridley. Training Stage podcast.
My guinea pig?
Yeah.
Ridley, okay, maybe so. I thought Joey's cat was our mascot, though.
Oh, is it?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Always making appearances out of nowhere.
Always makes appearances. See, my pet won't make appearances.
I can't make any promises like that.
The animal's downstairs. And he's staying downstairs.
My cat's
Joey's
right over
cat... Joey's cat he can roam freely around the house. I assume.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not usually in my room whenever it makes noises, though. It just wants my attention. I mean, I can't help
That's
it.
true.
It's not a dog. It doesn't listen to me.
No, she just wants love.
Yeah.
And sometimes, some special kind of attention that you can't.
Come on, man.
Provide.
That's not even cool.
Yeah, okay. Though, let's be honest, Joey, that happens a lot.
It's happened a lot on the show.
It seems like every 2 weeks it happens.
It really does.
Well, how do you know? Oh, wait, you listen to us.
Because,
And you tell us that she's in the heat again. I was like...
Every 2 weeks.
Joey, I listen to the podcast. And you're in an Xbox Live party with me a few times a week. I hear it all the time.
Anyway, what do we want to do? Do we want to do news? Or do we want to get into games we've been playing? God help my soul.
I say we stick to the regular and go news.
Yeah.
Okay. John, you got some headlines for us this week.
Yes.
Cool. What are they?
I got 6 stories as usual.
Oh, God.
So, first, since I know I only got stuff that I knew we weren't going to talk about. One of them was the one that I gave you. I said, yeah, this is too important to not have as a headline. I gave it to you, so we'll talk about it in the main thing.
Uh-huh.
First story, Mighty Number 9 may still release on the 3DS and the Vita in this year.
No.
Story 2, Nintendo apologizing and its reasonings behind the Switch shortage.
Okay.
Number 3, Sega Forever. Classic Sega games will be going free on mobile, with more games being added every 2 weeks, but it will be with ads.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, D-Blob 2 gets a surprise release on Steam and is on sale right now.
Huh. Okay.
Number 5, a Vietnamese skincare clinic steals the Umbrella Corps logo and uses it for its company.
What?
Without realizing what it done. And the last one, do you guys remember the Crash Bandicoot commercials with the mascot outside of Nintendo HQ.
Yes.
It's back in a new ad, a workout video advertising Crash Insane Trilogy.
John,
There's also one in a salon.
I think my choice is clear here.
The Vietnamese skincare clinic.
Yes. What about you guys?
I pasted it in the chat so you could go over it if you want.
I want to hear about the Switch, but I have to hear about this Vietnamese thing.
Oh yeah.
I think it's settled, John.
So you read the story, Tyler?
Yeah, I've heard of the story. Yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, it's kind of just on the. You see the tin. It's on the title. A Vietnamese skincare clinic that opened up decided to use the Umbrella Corps logo pretty blatantly, and except they made it worse, where the Umbrella Corps logo is nice and clean. They added kind of grime detail to it per se, and made it only worse. And decided to use it for their the logo of their company.
I just love how this article starts with the zombie apocalypse starts with a facial.
Oh boy,
Braziers, you have your idea.
Are there actually pictures of this? Oh my god, here it is.
Yes, it is legit. It is completely legit. They had it in their advertising all over the place.
I don't think they realize what they've done here.
They didn't. Apparently, more of details came out, a little bit of it, and apparently it was they hired one person to make their logo on Photoshop, and they just straight up took this and gave it to them, and they said, that works. Not knowing what it was.
I looked it up on Facebook. Here's the notice. Notice, dear clients and partners of MedCare, Skin Center, and others of concern. In the last few days, we have received feedback from the media and community that our logo resembles that of a fictional corporation, Umbrella Corporation, and the movie and game Resident Evil. We are very surprised to receive such feedback from the community. We are very sorry that the situation has occurred and we are working internally to find the best solution quickly. And then they go on to say how great they are.
Yep. There is a Twitter account called Bootleg something. I forgot what it's called. But you see bootleg shit all the time that's stolen and used in all the wrong and inappropriate places. I can't imagine how often this happens, but this is the most hilarious that I've seen in a while, where it's zombies, Umbrella Corp, skincare. Yeah.
State-of-the-art equipment with technology transferred from Korea, the United States, and Europe will solve your skin problems.
It sounds like it's something nice that's gonna be evil with that logo.
Resident Evil. I'll stop. I'm sorry.
All right, let's go to the news now.
Okay, cool. You guys, if I told you that in the year 2017 that Atari would release a new piece of hardware, would you believe me?
Yes, actually.
No.
100%.
Well, yeah, it's happening. Atari's releasing a new video game console in the near future based on quote-unquote PC technology that they are calling Atari Box.
Ooh.
Thoughts?
It's a pretty original title.
Very original. We don't know what the thing is, but they're working on it. And in fact, I did reach out to Atari Box, or Atari, and they gave me a comment saying they will share more this year about the system. But at the time, they were swamped with E3 stuff. They really couldn't share much with me then. But they said, stay tuned within a couple weeks, and there'll be something. Few weeks, several weeks. I don't know what the wording was exactly, but that's what they told me.
I'm ready for this Coleco Chameleon.
Now, I gotta correct you there, John. this isn't gonna be that.
No guarantees.
Okay? No way. No way. There's no way.
I brought this up earlier. If it's supposed to compete with current gen consoles, I don't know what Atari owns that they could be like, you need to play this. You need an Atari box to play this game specifically. Like,
I think it's just gonna be a Steam machine. I think it's just gonna be a Steam machine type thing.
In which I say, alright, why are you competing with that?
Exactly. I don't see the point in this. I don't think there's any space for Atari in this, but we'll see. We'll see what their line of thought is on this. Maybe it's some sort of Atari flashback machine where you can actually play Atari cartridges on it using PC technology or whatever, or if it's going to be a Steam machine type deal. We don't know.
I don't know what it is, or what they could really do that'd make people want to buy it in the first place, but I'm curious about it. I want to see what happens with it.
Yeah, totally.
And there is an extremely important detail that is being overlooked by a lot of people here. When all these articles say it's their first console in 20 years, that's not technically true.
No, because they've had the flashback machines and all that.
No, I don't even mean that. I mean, this is not Atari. This is Infogrames with the name of Atari, and this is their first console, but they're using the name Atari because it's in their title. That's a weird thing to talk about, but basically, long story short, Atari is not Atari anymore. It's not the same company that existed back then that made those original consoles that from the way back machine. Infogrames basically slowly acquired them and then turned their name to Atari SA and then turned their name to Atari Inc., which is just Atari now, which is now the company that is making this Atari system, but it's not the actual Atari company. It's just they're just using the name and logo. That's it.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you guys are just also trying to also just get something out of the name and not be a Ouya. No.
Right, and like, I really don't understand the point of having this, if it's just an emulation box, I don't see the point in that, because I can buy an Atari Flashback this year that they're releasing new ones. I'm looking at it right now. That's an HD. Like, that will export in HD.
I don't know. We have to see.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how that plays out. But moving on. We got our first gameplay look, or concept in-engine look, at Beyond Good and Evil 2, and it looks to be one of Ubisoft's most ambitious games ever, if you ask me. Have you guys seen the gameplay at all?
I have not seen it.
Okay. Let me link the IGN article so you guys can watch it later. But to kind of give you an idea, I feel like this is going to be what No Man's Sky should have been. Because it's all about exploring this one solar system, not a whole universe like No Man's Sky was. But rather a handcrafted solar system that you can fully explore everything in. That's exciting to me.
They certainly have the vision for it. They have the world that's already established that you've seen what it's converted into in the first trailer, and you've seen that gameplay video or pre-alpha gameplay video essentially of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this I want this.
Yeah, it's
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, John.
No, I just want it. I want it bad.
I want them to take their time with this game. I'm not in a hurry to see it again. I just want them to take their time and realize this vision, because this is a really, really, really good idea for what they're doing. If it ships like what they're promising, I guarantee this will be one of Ubisoft's greatest games that they've ever made. Like, it's got that promise to it. It's got that personality that that the world, like you said, is so unique, and if they really flesh that out in this really ambitious game, it could be really something special.
There's too much passion behind it. You saw that team come up on stage. You saw all of them were just like really.
Oh yeah, Michel Ancel is such a great director too. His games take a long time to make, but he gave us 2 great Rayman games. He's working on that game called Wild that looks really interesting, and now he's working on this. That guy's got talent. That guy knows how to lead a good project.
Yeah, he does.
Just you say the name, and you just hope that it doesn't become another No Man's Sky situation. I highly doubt it would, because of the heads behind it. It's not someone who made Joe Danger 2 and jumped to No Man's Sky.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have someone, Sean Murray, going on TV and saying all this kind of stuff. It's just a guy that's just like, he was on stage on some tears. It's like, it's fucking happening.
Right.
Well,
and another thing about...
Will there be multiplayer? Yeah, maybe.
Well, actually, it's...
I thought the actual thing was, if you want to see what your character looks like, you gotta find somebody else out in the world.
And then they did it, and they're like, well, nobody's here. We do know Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to be a fully online ecosystem. That we do know. But I think that since Ubisoft is so big, that they'll be able to pull that off. Unlike No Man's Sky's Hello Games, they had one studio, one little office doing that. Ubisoft has several studios that are capable of helping with this project.
However far away it is, and it's far away.
I don't care. I'm willing to wait on this. To me, this is another Death Stranding situation where I'm like, I'm willing to wait for this. Because I know it will turn out good.
Yeah.
Just stop showing it. Like, we get what the game is like. Don't show it until it's really, really ready. Because then you're just going to build up more hype than needed. I'm glad Death Stranding was not at E3 this year. That game did not need to be at E3 this year. In fact, I hope we don't see it at all this year.
You don't want your game to end up scale bound.
No, definitely.
I heard that there's like a playable version of Death Stranded though, or something.
There is.
Okay.
Yeah, Kojima, I think it was Greg Miller. Kojima told Greg that you can come to Kojima Productions and play Death Stranding in its current state. So there's something there for Death Stranding, no doubt about it. Like, they definitely have something playable.
Some pre-alpha stuff, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And what they showed for Beyond Good and Evil really wasn't a game, per se. It was just, look what we can do with this engine that we've created.
Yeah.
And the game looks great. What they've showed in engine, it does look good. Like, visually good. It's just, what am I doing in the world? And I'm sure that they will flesh that out, and it'll be interesting.
I hope so.
Yeah. Has anyone here played the original Beyond Good and Evil? You have? Are you a fan?
I fell in love with it when I played it on 360 a year or two ago. I absolutely love the game.
I have to jump back into it again.
Same.
Like, I started playing it, liked it, never went back to it, unfortunately.
It's a really good game, and I'm probably going to have to play it again soon.
You were saying, John?
No, it's just the same. It's something I need to jump back into.
Yeah. Joey, have you played it at all?
No, but I haven't.
Okay. I played maybe an hour of it, just never went back into it. I know I will like that game a lot.
I think it was free on Gold 1 month, right, Bloodhawk?
I think it was.
I think it was was it a couple of weeks or a couple of months ago? I don't remember.
I think it was. I think it was this year that it was free.
That's what I think, but I don't remember what month it was.
Uh-huh. But anyway, moving on from Beyond Good and Evil, we have an update on another Ubisoft game, one that's a little bit closer. Skull and Bones, the pirate IP that they showed at E3, will in fact have a story campaign when it launches next fall. more details will be shared at a later date. But the campaign will feature iconic characters and memorable pirate rivals.
Captain Jack Sparrow confirmed, right?
Maybe.
So you're giving For Honor another go, but with pirates.
Seems like it.
Really, the more it seems, it's like, oh, this is another For Honor project.
I think it kind of is. It's unfortunate, I think. But, I mean, I think this game will be alright. I just don't think it'll take off.
Yeah, it's we have to see. Maybe they could blow it up next year at E3 when they show it off, really.
I just think, from what we've seen, it's just, it lacks that charm that Sea of Thieves has. And I just think because Skull and Bones feels so, skinless.
Man, it's just...
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
One of those nights.
It's just one of those nights that...
I will say, though, it looked like Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and I love the ship combat in that game.
But do you want to play a whole game about that for hours and hours and hours?
Well, I mean, why not if it's an option?
Some people do. Like, the whole point of people getting back Black Flag was just like, yeah, I really like this combat. And then they get back get back to land, and they're just like, oh, it's more Assassin's Creed.
It's true. I mean, that is true.
A lot of people did.
But then I look at Sea of Thieves, I'm like, that's the pirate game I want to play. And this is just, I might rent this, but I don't know.
Well, good thing it's not really competing with Sea of Thieves.
No, it'll be coming out at different times, but they will get compared because they're going to launch in the same year. I think that's what's going to make them very comparable.
Delayed.
And the game looks cool. It doesn't particularly strike me as something I'm going to immediately want to play. But maybe they'll sell me next year on it. Any other thoughts on that?
They're just going to do the same they did with For Honor and have the E3 have the story campaign thing, big adventure boat thing that you do, and it's going to look awesome, and it's going to sell me a little bit, and then it's going to come out and be like, please don't have For Honor problems. Because that's all as soon as I heard the story campaign, I was like, yeah, this is the same stench.
Mm-hmm. You were saying, Eric?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't have anything else to say about it.
Oh, okay.
Your initial reactions on it were pretty positive, though, John.
It is, and I look forward to it. It's just, as soon as I heard campaign, I'm just like, You didn't tell us that at first. Yeah, I don't think you were actually planning on it. I'm not sure if you were. You have a whole year to put work into that kind of thing. I don't know.
I think that they always had planned on it. I just don't think they wanted to focus in on that.
Yeah.
So, moving on to some Sony news. Naughty Dog says that the Uncharted series will likely continue after the Lost Legacy ships this year. But maybe not by Naughty Dog. And also, once the Lost Legacy finishes, the entire Naughty Dog staff will be working on The Last of Us Part 2. Any thoughts on that?
I can't wait for that next Vita Uncharted game from Penn Studio.
When Days Gone
finishes.
bombs.
Okay, come on, man. It's not.
I'm just messing. That game looks cool. I like Days Gone. I just wish they'd say it's coming next year.
Yeah, I do too.
But, I don't know. I'm kind of over Uncharted at this point. I think the story's done. I want this just to be it. I get it. They're doing the movie with Tom Holland, and they're doing Lost Legacy, which looks great because it has Chloe and Nadine in it. But I just want it. I want Lost Legacy to be it for at least for the next 5 to 10 years.
At least.
Let's just focus on Last of Us Part 2 because that's going to take a few years to get out. And then let's have Naughty Dog do something new. I want to see them work on a new IP. especially with today's tech. I think Lost Legacy looks great. I just want something new.
All it means to me is that, like I said, for Uncharted Vita, it's name's probably going to go out to whoever else they want to make Uncharted game. And it's like, here you go, go ahead and have fun with it with the name.
Yeah, to me, this seems like a Jak and Daxter situation where when Jak 3 or Jak X wrapped development, that was it for Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog was done with Jak and Daxter, but they've left it open for another developer to come in, and that's where we got that PSP PS2 game later down the line. But the thing is, like, I don't see many studios that would be worthy to work on Uncharted other than Naughty Dog or Bend. Like, they'd have to put one of their other studios on it, and I don't think any of them will want to work on Uncharted.
Well, when you say that, I know what you mean in saying another Uncharted AAA, but I don't think it would have to go to that scale. It probably wouldn't go to that scale either. It'd probably go to some small studio that just wants to give it a try, just like Bend with the Vita game, just trying as much as they can with the Vita. Probably get an Uncharted Switch game for all we know.
An Uncharted Switch game?
Yeah.
It'll be in the next Smash. Nathan Drake will be in Smash.
That what? No.
Who knows?
John.
But that's a Sony IP, isn't it?
John.
You've seen weirder.
Just think about it.
Joey, what about that Halo DS that was rumored at one point? Actually, was there a prototype for that?
To be fair, you were right about that. There was a Halo DS game that was going to happen. And Rare developed Diddy Kong Racing DS.
Yes.
So
they actually did all the Game Boy Advance games too, I believe.
They did?
Yeah, but okay, that's Microsoft though. This is Sony. This is Sony we're talking about. Yeah. This is like no cross-platform for you motherfuckers, Sony.
Yeah, I know for a fact Sony would not let Uncharted go on a Nintendo system or any system.
Probably not.
Mobile, yes, but nothing else, no.
Well,
I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Uncharted mobile game. Maybe Uncharted mobile game, Uncharted novels, Uncharted movies. I bet that's what they're talking about. Maybe not necessarily a big game for it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Lost Legacy. It's expected to ship in August, so we're only like, 2 months away, actually. I think it's 2 months from today that Lost Legacy comes out.
What about
time's gonna fly.
What about an Uncharted crossover with Tomb Raider?
That would be cool. That'd be very cool. I like that idea.
Well, everybody does. So, make it
They're
happen.
practically the same game, right?
Yeah. Same premise.
Yeah, pretty much. So let's talk about another Sony game. We saw Detroit Become Human at the Sony E3 press conference, but we did not get any sort of launch window or, idea when the game was coming out. But in an interview with GameSpot at E3, David Cage, the director of the game, said Detroit Become Human will be launching next year, 2018.
Okay, so why didn't they show that at the conference?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Why confirm
very silly on their
Why
part.
confirm it and then just not tell anybody about it? Makes no sense.
No, it is weird. And then another interview, I believe it was Sean Layden, said that every game that they have scheduled for 2018 at this moment will release within the first half of the year. That includes God of War and Spider-Man. First half 2018. I don't buy that with Spider-Man.
I actually do.
Did they give us a date? I can't even remember. It was just 2018, right?
They said 2018, yeah. I don't buy it.
I buy it.
I'd be shocked if that game comes out in the
They
spring.
actually showed us gameplay, like some pretty in-depth gameplay, though. So I mean, I could
It looked nice.
I could
It looked
believe it.
really refined.
They showed us a lot of God of War last year, too.
Not as much as they did with Spider-Man this year, though. To be fair.
Fair enough. They also showed a lot of Days Gone last year, too. And this year. And we still don't have a date for that game, or a year, or anything.
That's different, though.
That game's gotta be 2018. I do not know why they didn't say 2018 for that. I think they're being a little bit too picky on how they announce dates. Like, that game has gotta be ready.
All I know is they better release it before Last of Us, because it ain't gonna sell otherwise.
They will get it up before Last of Us. Last of Us ain't coming soon. That's a 2019, 2020
I'm just saying,
game.
like, I'm trying to think of an example, but, stuff that looked done, and they didn't give it, a release date, and it took later than they thought, and then blah, blah, blah. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, that game never looked done.
I'm just saying.
That game never for a minute looked done.
Every time I saw Cuphead, I thought, oh, it looks so good. It's
there you
soon.
go.
Oh.
There you go. Cuphead. There, see that's a good example.
Okay, that's a better example. But that's indie as well.
But still.
Think of a AAA example. Like, I'm being serious. Like, what has been a game that they've shown that's looked done? Oh, I got one. I actually do have one, and I'm being serious. Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Like, that game always looked polished as all hell. I always thought, oh, it's coming this year, right? Nope. It didn't come out until last year.
I will have to say, though, for that, everything that Square shows always looks polished. That's something they've always done.
Kingdom Hearts didn't look that polished when they showed that for the first time running on Unreal. When they showed it running on Luminous, yeah, it looked real polished. When they showed it running on Unreal for the first time, not so much.
I forgot about that.
Still the same example, though, pretty much.
But now Kingdom Hearts looks polished. That's another one that's got to be coming next year.
And it's not.
Kingdom Hearts 3 won't come out until 2025.
Or ever. Yeah, that's the game's never coming out.
It's gonna come out the same day Half-Life 3 does, okay?
They need to
Wouldn't
release
that be
5 more
interesting?
games before 3 comes out.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 2.9.5, 3/4. XL.
I'm just gonna shake my head. Shaking my head.
Kingdom Hearts Coded 2.
Oh, man. Let's move on from Sony. Let's talk about some Microsoft. 343 Industries will not be showing Halo 6 anytime soon. Do not expect an appearance at Gamescom or PAX West this year. They say, do not expect the next major installment in the Halo franchise for, quote, for some time. So I'm pretty much gonna say, we're not gonna see that game this year. That's next year.
Next E3.
Yeah. I could see them doing a shadow drop next E3. And honestly, they need it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
They need to show, next E3 for Microsoft, they need to show a strong Halo game and say, look, it's out this fall. Boom.
Yeah, but it won't be a strong Halo game.
Yeah, there's been strong Halo games for sure.
Yeah, but this one won't.
Halo, I don't know about that. I think they learned their lesson.
Well,
I think they learned their lessons. Everything. Okay, I'm the big Halo hater here. I've gone on record saying I have my big problems with Halo. I like Halo games. I dislike Halo games. I hate a few Halo games. This one I got a good feeling about because I think they learned their lesson from 5. 5 had the best gameplay in the franchise's history. It also had the most garbage story and characters ever in that franchise. God, Halo 5 was just garbage with story. Halo
Story
6
was pretty bad.
Halo 6, they said it's going to be Chief. It's going to be about Chief and Cortana. I think it's going to be good. Okay.
Alright.
I hope it's good.
I hope it's good too.
For Microsoft's sakes, they better hope so too.
It better look nice too. If it plays like Halo 5 and it's got a good story like Halo 2, we're in business right then and there. Boom. You sold me. You want to talk about Rob's favorite game?
Sure.
Devil May Cry 4, or whatever the reboot one was?
Devil May Cry director Hideki Itsuno's new game. Right. Yeah. New game. Wasn't at E3. but it's progressing smoothly, and it will be expected to be announced this year. It's rumored that he is working on a Devil May Cry sequel with the good and real Dante. Suck it, Rob.
Fuck you, Rob.
I wouldn't mind playing it. I have nothing really against the DMC Dante or anything. I haven't played it, but I really want to play that series more. I've only played 4 and 3.
All right.
They announce a sequel, I'll go through and play all of them. I have them all. I will play them all.
Okay. I do need to note this at least. As much as I have a disdain towards that DMC fake Dante, I more hate the story around it and how much they had to make you... The message that they put into the game of, that other Dante, he's shit. Like, the entire game, they kept saying, that white-haired Dante, he's shit.
I say this, the one thing I've seen from DMC was that one scene where New Dante's looking in a mirror and a wig just lands on his head. He says, not in a million years, and just tosses it off.
Yeah. That's the infamous one.
Well, there's been a lot of rumors with a new Devil May Cry. Apparently, some of the original voice actors have been doing motion capture for a game, a AAA game, and that game has not been announced yet. It's assumed it's Devil May Cry, so we'll see. I am confident that it's a Devil May Cry game.
I will say, I don't remember if it was last year or early this year, but I saw a video where it was Dante's voice actor, Virgil's, and Nero's voice actor at a convention, and one of them said, yeah, we're working on something Devil May Cry related, and one of them was like, no, we don't actually know about anything happening. Like, one of them actually said something about it, and then one of the other guys was like, no, we literally know nothing about this. We don't know if there is one.
Yeah, somebody backpedaled pretty hard.
Yeah.
Somebody broke an NDA. Yep, sounds about right.
Turns out it's Dante in a Dragon's Dogma game.
Or it's Dante in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Oh, wait, they're reusing mobile assets for that. They don't need motion capture for that. No!
Oh, man. Capcom.
So, yeah, we might be seeing a new Devil May Cry this year. That's kind of exciting. I'd like to see that happen.
Me too.
Anyway, we gotta talk about the third of the big 3. Nintendo, my favorite. Nintendo really warmed my heart this E3. Okay. I just melted when I saw that Metroid 3DS game, okay? I'm back to 3DS. They sold me. They told me, we're gonna keep supporting the thing, right? You better not throw it away. And I'm like, I'm done with the 3DS. I want to play on my Switch. Nope, they brought me back in. I'm back. I'm back to 3DS. Let's do it. Better give me those Switch games, though.
I never gave up on my 3DS.
Oh, I did. I was done with it. Then they announced that Metroid game. I'm like, I'm back in.
I'll be playing that.
I'm back in for Pikmin. I'm back in for Metroid. And I probably will play Pokemon eventually.
Super Mario, Superstar Saga.
Oh yeah, that as well. I definitely want to play that as well.
So whatever
I still have
whatever that leak that came out March or February or whatever, that turned out to be true.
Yep. We got Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions, whatever that is.
It's an all new game, I guess. But it takes place it takes place in the story, but it's like a side story, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Both look really solid.
But so we have all these great 3DS games, and we have a multiplayer Kirby game that's supposed to launch this year. We don't know much about that though. They did not show it at Treehouse, which I'm shocked about. But Reggie confirmed that Nintendo will continue to support the 3DS beyond 2018. So 2019 even, we'll be seeing some new Nintendo 3DS games. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
My thoughts are, fuck you guys, because I told you it wasn't going to be dead.
I didn't think it would.
You didn't believe me.
I think that support is a very strong word.
That too.
I don't think that we're going to see any more Fire Emblems. We're not going to see any more Pokemons on it. in 2019, all those franchises are moving to Switch. What we will get on 3DS, though, are localizations, smaller budget titles, and a ton of RPGs.
You say all this, but then look what they fucking did. Hey, Metroid 2's! Hey, Mario Luigi Superstar Saga.
Yeah, but...
I'm just saying, could
that
surprise
Metroid
you.
game's been in... I doubt it.
Okay.
I highly doubt it. I don't think... They've already confirmed Fire Emblem. I'm just saying, Fire Emblem Pokemon are Nintendo's, like, one of their two big franchises on 3DS. Both of them are coming to Switch for their next mainline games. Like, to me, that doesn't scream, we're really supporting the 3DS into 2019.
That's just Fire Emblem and Pokemon, though.
Yes, but those are the two biggest, like, two of the biggest franchises on 3DS.
That doesn't mean it's gonna
Like-
die all of a sudden.
Well, no, it's not just gonna die, but Nintendo's support of this thing's gonna wane. Of course there's gonna be games next year.
Like, when they say support, they mean support in the way that they supported the Wii U in the last year. Or, like, Sony supports the PS Vita. It's like, we're supporting it. How? Don't ask us questions.
Providing repairs via online store. Like, technically, Nintendo's still supporting the Wii through Ubisoft.
Just
They-
Dance.
Just Dance.
The games that come for it will come, but it's going to be diminishing returns for the big games that are coming for it. Like, this Metroid one happening, obviously big for a lot of people.
Yeah,
How much
here's-
more we're going to get from this point on, I couldn't tell you.
Here's the thing: how many more of the new variations of the 3DS they're making, and how many new variations of the PS Vita are they making, John?
You're trying to compare Nintendo to Sony.
Well, that's
and
what
their
you're doing
iteration of
right now.
consoles.
Why can't I do it? You know?
You compared hardware to software. You can't compare those.
And actually, Sony did release new Vitas last year in Japan.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Nintendo's just going to abandon 3DS support. I'm just not expecting anything big from here on out.
It's gonna slow down.
I think this holiday is going to be the last big bang for 3DS. With Metroid and Pokemon and Mario and Luigi. As well as Hey Pikmin launching in the summer, and then the games we got earlier this year. Oh, and then the Kirby game.
I don't believe it.
Okay?
Because there's been so many years where you guys have said the same thing since, like, what, 2015 maybe?
I've never said anything about the 3DS and the support. I know how much further they're going to drag it out, because they can't just drop, like, the Wii U fan.
They dropped the Wii U like nothing.
Because there was no one there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but there's
no one
actually
developing
something
for it.
there for the 3DS.
Yes, but we're saying diminishing returns. Like, it's not going to be a mass amount of support for it. Like, Nintendo's going to go, if you want to put 3DS games, sure, but please give us Switch games to developers. They really want to get the Switch sold. 3DS is going to be side bitch. So that's it
Pretty
anyway.
much.
But that's how I always saw it anyway.
I'm just saying, like, we're not gonna see. I don't think we're gonna see Pokemon on Switch, not on 3DS next year. I think we'll see Pokemon on Switch, Fire Emblem on Switch, and that's just. I think those two games are the really, really telling signs that 3DS is going to be kind of phased out slowly. Yokai Watch will stay on 3DS, guarantee it, but not here in Japan. In fact, I don't think Level 5 will move towards Switch for a while.
Who knows? Wish I see.
I don't know. Yeah. But, hey, speaking of 2018 games, let's talk a little bit about something a Nintendo of America rep said a few weeks ago. Here's the quote. Just as you get through a game and you're starting to put your head up, put Periscope out to see what else is out there. Hopefully we'll have something right there for you. We've announced the night's lineup through this year, and next year we're going to have some big big games coming with Metroid 4. 2018 will be around Metroid, Kirby, Yoshi, and a new Pokemon game that has been announced. We feel good about the lineup for this year and beyond. So, according to this the corporate communications director, Charlie Shibeta, I believe that's his name, indicates that Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon for Switch will launch next year. Thoughts?
I'm excited. I want to play Metroid. I want to play Pokemon on a home console.
That's what I'm excited about.
I believe Pokemon. I don't believe Metroid.
Exactly what I'm thinking. Exactly.
What?
Joey, your thoughts?
On what?
Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon apparently launching next year.
Just show it to me. That's all I want to. That's all I care about.
More than title card.
Yeah. I mean,
I think Pokemon comes out next year.
I mean, look, I was like fucking pumped whenever they announced the Fire Emblem for Switch, but I'm just like, just show it to me.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lose my shit over Metroid so easily, because it could just as easily go wrong, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know, Metroid Other
Especially
M.
well, especially that a Japanese team's working on it too. I mean, that's gonna be really different. I'm optimistic though.
Hoping we don't get another Star Fox Zero type situation.
I don't think so. They said it's going to be a first-person game with Samus. So, but it depends what the story's going to be like, how the characterization is, and whatnot. We'll see what it's like.
How much Adam dominates the role.
Pokemon I totally buy next year. I think Pokemon's going to be their big holiday game.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so cool to see. Pokemon on my TV. And they said it's a traditional Pokemon game. Like a core RPG. So, I'm really hyped about that.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Kirby
Hopefully.
and Pokemon are like my games I'm really looking forward to. And Fire Emblem too. I'm looking forward to checking that out. Yoshi, I'm actually a little iffy on. Everybody's been saying the game looks great. I'm like, it looks a little rough if you ask me. But I'll play Yoshi. I love me some Yoshi.
Here's a question for you guys. How much of the extra functionality will Pokemon Switch use? With the Joy-Cons.
You can do a throwing motion to throw a Pokeball to catch a Pokemon.
God.
I honestly wouldn't be shocked if that was the thing.
And if you hold B and press down and move both sticks left and right as the ball moves left and right, you're more likely to catch it because reasons.
Or they just make a Pokemon game with 2 analog sticks and a couple buttons.
It's on the Switch though. Gotta use the HD Rumble for something.
Oh, you know there's gonna be HD Rumble.
Gotta use the IR Blaster for something. I don't know what to use that for.
You know what?
Something with the fishing.
Game Freak is the developer that will find something to do with that stupid thing. Because they find a way to use everything on every console.
True.
And if it doesn't suit them, they make something for it. True story.
Very true.
Yeah, I could buy Pokemon coming out next year. Another game that we could probably expect next year is Pikmin 4. Shigeru Miyamoto gave interviews during E3. He didn't have much to say about the project, but he did clarify that Pikmin 4 is still being developed within Nintendo, and it's not Hey Pikmin. But nothing else was shared about the game.
Good.
I'm
I don't have to give a single fuck about Hey Pikmin now.
Yep. There you go.
That's
I want to see it.
Yeah, and we need to see it. Yeah, we need to see it. I'm sure it's a Switch game. Would not be surprised if it started as a Wii U game, but I think we're definitely looking at a Switch title here for 2018. I'm excited about seeing a Pikmin 4.
Love Pikmin 1 and 2, and I've barely touched 3. I need to play anymore.
I've played all 3 of them. I've never finished any of them.
I completed 1 and 2.
Nice. Which one's your favorite?
2.
2? Everyone likes 2.
Not that one's a bad game or anything, because I love that game as well, but
Pikmin 3 is so beautiful.
It
is. Have you seen gameplay?
I have it. I've played like the first day or two, and I just haven't gone back to it yet.
Oh, the music's so good in the game too. It's so atmospheric. I love it.
I really do need to go back to it.
Joey, you recently bought Pikmin on GameCube.
Yeah.
Have you played much of it?
I only tested to see if it worked.
Oh man, it's a good game. I always liked the original Pikmin as a kid.
I got Pikmin 3, but then Fire Emblem came out, and that kind of got in the way.
Yeah. You like Pikmin 3, though. You played a lot of that demo.
Yeah. I probably played more of the demo than the actual game.
Man, Pikmin 2 is really hard to find on GameCube. That's a really hard to find game.
I'm hoping it'll show up eventually at Game Exchange.
You'll be paying a pretty penny for it. I think the last time I saw it was like $60, $70.
We shall see.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited to see. Maybe they'll announce it this year at some point. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what a Pikmin 4 would look like. I'm still waiting for Animal Crossing, though. That's the one that's going to get me really excited. I have certain heart-fulfilling franchises that I want to see on Switch. I got my Kirby. I need my Animal Crossing.
You like
I
Happy?
need my F-Zero, but that's never going to happen.
You didn't like Happy Home Designer?
I didn't play Happy Home Designer.
Oh.
So.
But you like Animal Crossing?
I do like Animal Crossing a lot. I just didn't pick that one up. I just want another I want a mainline one that's in HD. Like, that's what I really want. Because Nintendo's been teasing us since they added that freaking Animal Crossing Mii Plaza shit on Wii U. And it's all these beautiful HD assets. And they're like, nope, you're not having this. We're going to give you a stupid board game instead. Thanks, Nintendo. I appreciate it. And I bought this stupid game, too, because it came with Amiibo.
I think that was the one game... What was it? It was 2015, right? I think that was the one game people were like... Ah! And then their freaking spirits were just shattered right there.
Uh-huh. Yep. I was at
just
Nintendo
Monopoly!
World. I was at Nintendo World when they showed that, and then they walked out, and we were like, yeah! And then it was oh, okay. This is alright.
But the reps were still like, yeah!
Mm-hmm.
And then Conker comes out and says, "Gotta make your own."
Yep.
Why?
Mm-hmm. Super Lucky's Tale.
That's not even true, though, John.
What is up with Microsoft just teasing Conker?
Like, we still have Animal Crossing New Leaf.
We do, and that is a fantastic video game.
But what's the last Conker game?
No, I just love to bring it up because every situation where it's like your hopes are like you're up there, you're like, yeah, this is it, and then then Conker says, "You gotta make your own." It's just like that's too perfect a line for me to feel like it was unintentional. Like I
don't understand.
Go ahead.
Was that 2014? I don't remember.
That was 2013.
Oh, that made it even more perfect.
No, it was 14. My bad.
Okay.
I don't understand Microsoft. Like, they know we want a Banjo or Conker game. They just refuse! I'm sorry. It's one of those nights.
Makes you wonder why they even bothered to buy Rare.
I feel like they just look at that genre of game and think, that's not going to sell as much as it's going to cost us to make it.
That's why Super Lucky's Tale needs to do super, super well.
It is literally what Fox did to Deadpool in which they said, no, it's never gonna happen. No, it won't sell. No, it won't work. And it had to be forced as hard as it possibly could. And then it works, and now we got Logan out of it. Thank God that happened. So,
how did they not believe
I feel like it's the same
though?
situation here.
How do they not believe that would work, though? That's my question.
It's
like, I mean, you would think the people that have the license for X-Men would know a thing or two, but I guess not. I mean, we did get X-Men Origins Wolverine.
It's the same question for Microsoft with Rare. It's like, why don't you think a new Banjo or Conquer game would? Why are you holding us back? How are you going to release an entire replay collection and not capitalize on it immediately?
And that game did really well, too.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why they don't do it.
Maybe they just look at...
people want a Banjo.
Maybe they just look at Banjo nuts and bolts and they were like, well, it didn't get as much attention as we had hoped, so...
They're not that stupid.
I
think, at least the Xbox division should know why that game did not do well. Or as well as the platformer. It's because people want a platformer, not a build your car thing.
If I wanted to play Lego Racers, I'd play Lego Racers on the N64.
There you go.
There are people that still like that game, though, apparently.
I'll say this. Nuts and Bolts is a good game. It's not a good Banjo game.
Exactly.
No, it's not, yeah.
Exactly.
It's kind of sad, because at any point for any of these E3s, Microsoft could drop the megatons on us like fucking Sony did 2 years ago. And just blow us away with games like that. They just don't. I don't get it.
They're coming back, though, so that's good.
Phil Spencer's trying. He's trying his heart out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's it for our news.
No, there's more. There's more.
Oh yeah, you got Overwatch.
You gotta go away. Shoo.
Alright. I'll play Magic Carp real quick. Alright. Just let me know when it's done. I'll be listening.
So we got Overwatch news. And we actually got...
Being serious, I'm leaving.
We got quite a bit to go over. Because we didn't get to go over the patch that happened recently. Now there's the PTR thing that happened, the developer video that just happened, and what's happening with the loot boxes. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I saw the loot boxes thing, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah. But first, the patch, the death of Roadhog, the rise of McCree and Reaper, and the new map. You got the new map Horizon, the base where Winston was born and raised on the moon, which is still awesome.
Yes,
is now a 2 CP stage, 2 capture point stage. Have either of you played it?
I have.
Yep.
I've enjoyed the map. It's huge, though. I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it is.
It's very convoluted and confusing, but I like it.
It is an extremely open 2 CP map. But I've been playing it, and I got into a competitive match in it. I don't know if you guys did competitive with it. Did you do quick play, or you did the arcade, or you did competitive?
We did arcade. Or at least I did.
This map is a nightmare that I didn't see coming.
Really?
As we go into the day, as you guys get into competitive matches on that map, you're probably going to end up hating it more than Hanamura. Because that second point is impossible. It is so easy to stall on that point that it's obnoxious. I hope that it's just the first day seeing how things are playing out in competitive levels and me experiencing it, that it's just something that people have to figure out, and we'll get more routes and the stall won't be as bad. But yeah, right now, as soon as the team goes, alright, it's time to go Winston, Diva, May, Mercy, Lucio, and whomever else, to just stall as long, and Tracer, to just stall as long as possible it you get 5 minutes and you're about to get the point that turns into overtime. But otherwise, I love the map. And then the zero gravity area is cool, but I wish there was more of it.
You can play the arcade mode that has nothing but low gravity.
You guys played that too?
Yes.
We've played a little bit of it.
Unfortunately, we did.
That is some shenanigans.
I don't hate it, but I don't really like it. I'm just kind of like in the middle with it. It's fine, but I'd rather just do something else.
I enjoy it because it feels broken. Which doesn't sound right, but for me, I love it because it's completely broken.
I can understand. I was actually able. Okay, so what the fuck is what's that place called? The place in Russia. Volskaya Industries, yeah. You know that little spot where you could take like Lucio or Tracer and go behind to where the point is.
Yeah.
I actually managed to get over there with Reinhardt.
Charge off.
Yeah, with his tackle. Yeah.
I will say this about the low gravity stuff. I've seen the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life, and that's a flying tank turret bastion just going through the air.
Yeah, just jump and turret, and it's just sailing towards you.
That's not fun. A good thing to see happen.
That's the fun. I'm hoping. I think it's you could make them in custom games too, so you can have that too. So you can have, 500% everything plus low gravity. So every jump you do is just you sailing across the entire map.
Can you? Well, it'd be nice if you could actually alter how much the gravity affected you.
I believe you can in a custom game.
Ooh. Basically, it'd take like a minute for you to actually get back on ground or something like that.
Yeah, you're just in the air forever. Everyone's far now.
I had a lot of fun playing as Winston in that mode and just staying in the air forever.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that, but I guess Pharah's like the one character you wouldn't play as in that mode.
Yeah, you'd want to try to get down and just you can't. But yeah, characters got changed. McCree's ult is now insta-lock, essentially, 0.2 seconds down from the 0.8 seconds it was before. And the damage that it gives for each lock is much faster, so characters die basically a second and a half.
Which is how it should be, all things considered. And it actually makes his ult not completely useless now.
Pharah is now the most suspect of dying for her ult and being useless, though Hog is still probably the worst. Sad days for Hog.
I haven't played much as Roadhog since the update happened. I played 1 or 2 rounds.
You don't really want to.
Feel like I want to play around with them more to see if I could figure out a way to play with them. Now with the changes.
Okay, let's go over that. Long story short, for that, his damage got reduced. He now can't. He can only kill 4 characters off of his hook, so he can no longer really flank people and hook them in. He's doing much less damage, but his fire rate got increased to the point where he shoots about as fast as Reaper. I think I would say.
I think that's not right.
And he has 5 shots instead of 4 now. So you haven't played him, Eric?
I've played him once.
Okay.
I feel like you can still use him, but for like people that play Roadhog, you're gonna have to change your playstyle a lot. It's nowhere near the way it used to be.
You can't.
But I feel like he could still be usable.
You can't run over to the side route, pick someone off out of nowhere, and then run back off to the team or whatever and have that pick or whatever. You can't you have to stay with the team all the time now. Because otherwise, you're just gonna die and be even more of a alt feeder. But the more that I played him, the more I went, okay, you have to use the combo for him to work now. Which I don't know if you know about the combo. I'm pretty sure you do.
Mid-range shot, hook, normal shot, melee.
Yep. We were back to those days. And you can kill 200 health characters, but you have to do the Ana walk up from Season 2. Do you remember that?
Yes.
For people who don't understand, that means Ana, when you hooked her, you couldn't immediately kill because her hitbox is weird. You had to walk up and point exactly at an angle and then shoot them, which meant if you didn't get the timing right, you were slept or you naded or whatever. So you're going to have to take a hit or you're going to have to take a sleep to get that kill if you do the walk up. But we'll see over time. We'll see what happens. I don't think he's completely dead. I really don't feel like it the more I've played him. But yeah, he's a different character altogether now.
Yes, he is.
Well, that was the patch that happened on my birthday. You killed my character on my birthday.
It was planned all along.
But we gave you the Horizon Colony thing.
Fuck you, I don't care about the monkey stage. You took my piggy.
Piglet Sanchez was stolen from you.
Another update that happened, they had a developer update video with Jeff in a Diva shirt that was amazing to see, where he detailed a couple of things happening for the next update. One of which is a new highlight system, where you will still get the same 5 highlights that you usually get on your highlight screen, menu, whatever. But now, you can capture your moments in-game. That's not just PC, that's also console. And you can export said moments that you have captured in your game and put them on your system forever. And you can share them and do whatever you want with them and all that kind of good stuff. And because of the system that they're using, it's not using... well, it is using your system, we'll say, but you can have it encoded so it is a 4K 60 FPS video, no matter what you're playing on. You can be playing on a potato, and you can still do that. It'll take longer to process, but you can still do that. That's awesome. That's nice. Finally. So all your favorite moments, you're like, man, I wish I was recording that. Man, I wish I was streaming that. You can now capture them all. I don't know how long of a capture clip it's going to be. He never said about that. It might be still within 15 seconds. Could be 30 seconds, but we'll see when that actually comes out. So that's cool. And one of the... I guess you could say still the biggest negative of the game. The loot boxes, and ended up with all the duplicates that you could ever imagine. Blizzard announces that they're going to drastically reduce that. So that, basically loot boxes will have much, much, much less duplicates. And, whenever you get legendaries, it'll always guaranteed to be a new one.
Really? Yeah, I didn't see that much about it. I just knew that they're getting rid of the duplicates. We're pretty much getting rid of them. As much as they can.
To compensate, we're going to increase the amount of credits you get out of loot boxes. We'll make sure that your credit intake will be at least the same, if not more, when all of this is done. So not only we're no longer getting ripped off on loot boxes when you get that duplicate and you're like, huh, yeah, 200, thanks for the fucking, you're the best, Blizzard. All around good. I think the same thing is happening with Hearthstone. For anyone that cares about that. And last, the PTR that just dropped. I don't know if you guys saw any of this.
I haven't.
So the PTR does have the loot box update, which is will give you 5 loot boxes so you can cycle through that. It has the highlight update, so ability to catch 12 seconds of gameplay. So it's 12 seconds is your limit of gameplay for whatever moments you have. Otherwise, there's a bunch of bug fixes. Custom games and game browser fixes. And most important for a lot of people, you're no longer going to get booted out of training mode.
That should have never happened to begin with, but
It should have. But it's finally a thing now. You don't have to get booted out of it. And I honestly believe that this only happened because people kept making custom game modes so they could have their quote-unquote training mode where they don't get booted or anything like that. Because that's the only alternative people had to really mess around, just custom games. Because training mode was such a piece of crap that if you stay still for 10 seconds, you're out of the game.
which honestly made no sense.
It doesn't. It really didn't. That is it for Overwatch. We did it. Tyler can come back whenever. Rip Roadhog.
Tyler's asleep.
Yeah, he is.
What?
There he is.
I'm what?
Asleep.
I've been here this whole time.
Mm.
I was chewing ice and training my magic harp. Oh, and looking at these Atari flashback consoles as well. So, yeah. Real great use of my time. Is Overwatch done?
No, there's actually more.
Oh, I'm gone then. See ya.
Summer Games is happening.
No, it's... no, we're done.
Oh, okay. Cool. So what do we want to talk about now? Games? We've been playing?
Sure.
Leif Erikson, I'm starting with you, my friend. What have you been playing?
I haven't really been playing a lot. I've been playing.
Then what are you
Overwatch,
doing
of
here?
course.
What are you doing here then? If you haven't been playing video games.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just leave.
Stop the recording, desync everything.
I've been playing Overwatch, of course, and the only other games I've been playing are Jade Empire and Voodoo Vince, which I've been streaming both
cool.
of them. I love.
No, Jade Empire is the BioWare game.
Yes, it's probably my favorite BioWare game ever made.
I should check that one out then. Is it Xbox exclusive?
I believe it's also on Steam, and you can play it on your phone now. I don't know how that version is, but
that's interesting. I would not want to play it that way. But I'm going to check it out.
Telling you, Bloodhawk, you need to play Baldur's Gate.
one day, Joey. One day.
Oh yeah, it is on Steam. And it's on sale.
Also, that Voodoo Vince game, I'm playing it for the first time, and I played like 2 hours of it today, and I am quickly falling in love with that game.
Is it a 3D platformer?
It is.
Ooh.
It is a 3D platformer that is exclusive to Microsoft, and they only made the one game.
Are you playing the one on Xbox, or are you playing the Xbox One version?
I'm playing the Xbox One version.
Okay, got ya. It's good to hear. I might have to check that one out then.
It's a fantastic game from what I've played so far. The music's good, the characters are good. I've only had one real complaint about it so far, and that whenever you jump, there's a lot more vertical movement than there is, like, horizontal, like forward or backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need to hover and you need to do the spin attack if you want to go forward. Because you do not get a lot of... You don't really move that far forward whenever you jump normally.
Still need to go buy that copy of Blinks the Cat for when Xbox One goes backwards compatible with original Xbox games.
I do want to play that.
So do I. I've always wanted to check that game out, but I never had an Xbox. I kind of just want to buy an Xbox, like an original Xbox, but I don't got the room for it.
I wouldn't mind
I've
having
always thought-
an original Xbox again.
I've always thought it was a very interesting console. Like, it's just a fascinating console to me. Probably because I never had one or whatever.
Out of the 3 Xboxes, the original is probably still my favorite. It had a lot of fantastic games on it.
Yeah, it did. It did. A lot of hidden gems, honestly. Like,
oh yeah.
You have to really dig to find the exclusives on it. Like Jade Empire. I never knew about Jade Empire.
It's a really good game.
Now, what kind of game is it? Is it like real-time combat? Is it a strategy game?
It's real-time combat.
Ooh. You have me interested.
You have a lot of martial
Very
art styles, you have magic, you have transformation, weapon styles, and there's another style, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head right now.
I would like to play this game then.
I'm
going to keep my eye
I want to
out
say
for it.
something too.
Sure.
When I was watching Bloodhawk stream Jade Empire, I was like, wow, the writing really feels like a Baldur's Gate game.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is like old school BioWare, you know?
Huh. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in it. I'm looking at some screenshots right now. And I like the look of it. It doesn't look terribly dated.
I will say
Oh,
this
I
is
think
another
it,
good
I
thing
think
about
it is. I think it definitely looks dated, but
this is like the one game, or this is what I usually see. If people ask BioWare, please bring this back, I usually see Jade Empire. Please bring it back. But I just don't think it's going to happen, and I kind of don't want current BioWare to make it again. Make a sequel.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
As a little bit of a side note, and I did forget to add the story to headlines or whatever, but in case you didn't see it, the original Xbox controller is being resurrected.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Duke.
The Duke is going to be on Xbox One and Windows 10.
Who would want to play on that thing? Ugh.
Never owned a Duke. I don't know. I've never actually played with one. I don't know how big it actually is.
It feels fucking
But-
terrible.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen one. No, I take that back. I have seen one before. And it is awful.
It is terrible. It's a piece of shit, man.
No, the regular Xbox controller is great. The Xbox controller S or whatever.
Mm.
That's a good one. I like that one. That one's fun. You can't go wrong with the 360 controller.
No, that's a good controller.
It's one of the best controllers ever made, if you ask me.
Oh my god. The picture they use. That's the picture they use to show the Duke. Like, it's...
Oh!
You know, that's actual size.
That is actual size.
Actual size, yep. Well, I guess it has a little bit of a charm to it, though, because it has the original Xbox logo on it and all that. I don't know. Somebody will buy it.
I need to see the dimensions of this. I forgot how... It actually is, like, freakishly huge.
The white button's left bumper, the black button's right bumper, I believe.
Yeah.
It's just the question of why? Why that one?
Why not? I mean, I'm sure there's some people that are nostalgic over that controller.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I was on Twitter and I found a anime rendition of SpongeBob. I don't know how to feel. Mm-hmm. So what you been playing, Joey?
well, I said fuck Yokai Watch. Didn't finish that, and I hope to go back to it, but I just had the real strong urge to go back to Dragon Quest VII because I had dropped that game in favor of Dragon Quest V, and I just never went back to it, and I always wanted to, and so I did, and I'm almost done with it. And
Nice.
I had a good time with that, and hopefully I'll beat it next week or so, just whenever. But the reason I didn't beat it this week, I was totally going to do it this week, but Monday I got a code for RPG Maker FES. So
Yeah.
I've been playing that this whole week. I put about like 15 hours into it. I made like a little demo out of it whenever that comes out. So
Nice.
people can check that out, I guess. I think it comes out next Tuesday.
I'm not 100% sure.
It's the 27th. I think that's a Tuesday.
Yes, it's a Tuesday.
So, yeah,
Next
I'll have a
Tuesday.
review up. So if you guys want to check that out. But,
Cool.
yeah, I think it's really cool. It's kind of cool to actually do that on the go, because I don't think anyone's ever had. There may be like one or two that I'm not sure if there has been, but this is the first I've heard of there being like a mobile RPG Maker game. So
I think there was a DS one, but I don't think it was as extensive as this one was.
probably not. But
Because this one has all kinds of online functionality and sharing and all that.
yeah.
So if you would recommend it to people that want an RPG Maker, like as a 3DS game, would you recommend it?
Only if they're into like RPG Maker stuff. Because I mean, if you're just like a regular Joe Schmo, aren't into that kind of stuff, you'd rather play games than make them, then you're probably not gonna like it. I would say, if anything, just get like the little there's gonna be a separate thing that you can download whenever the game launches, where you could play other people's games, and I think it's for free. I don't actually know
It
for
is.
sure. Okay.
It is for free. Yep.
So, you can just download that and play whatever you want, free of charge. So, yeah. So definitely download that if you're interested. But otherwise, I'd say only if you're really, really into making stuff. Then yeah. But I mean,
Cool.
if you have like a PC and if you're already like, you're already good at programming stuff, then yeah, I would just say stick to that. But as for like a mobile RPG Maker game, I think it's pretty solid.
Right. So, basing it off of the mobile RPG Maker stuff, would you say, what kind of score would you give it? Like, where is it on that spectrum? Is it something people should kind of sit and wait on? Is it something people should check out now? We're kind of in this season of 3DS stuff where it's not a lot's coming out, but you think this is worth it for people that are interested, obviously?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to hear.
Yeah, so
I can't wait to pick it up and play that Piglet Sanchez game Joey made.
I will say,
Is that what Joey made?
no, it's not a Piglet
I-
Sanchez game. If I had to gripe about one thing, there is no pig model in the game. So
Oh, okay.
they have horses and dogs and cats, but no pigs. So maybe
That's
they'll
interesting.
release some, because there's supposed to be like special bonus stuff that they'll release. Like, for instance, I think the default thing is like fantasy, so it'll give you a bunch of fantasy assets and stuff like that, right? But then I think there's supposed to be one, because I know Japan got this. I think there's supposed to be like a modern setting assets that you can get, so you can make like a Earthbound style game if you wanted to, or
That'd be
maybe
cool.
even Persona or something. It would have like that kind of style to it. So, I mean, if it keeps getting stuff like that, then that's just amazing. But that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But
And of course, this was a code provided by the publisher for the review.
yes,
We always have to make a disclaimer for that.
yes.
Yosh. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, because I know you were looking forward to it, and I know we had a bit of an issue of, can we get the code? Because
Yeah,
we were gonna ask for it a month out, but we ended up getting it. Which
yeah.
was
The
great.
thing is,
shout out to NIS. They're great.
oh yeah, they are definitely. The thing is, like, I was looking into it. I can't even remember what I was doing, but somehow I stumbled upon the release date for this game, for RPG Maker FES, and it said the June 27th, and I was thinking to myself, like, wait, wasn't that a July game? And so now I'm thinking, like, oh shit, am I not going to be able to review this now? Because it's kind of late. I think I had brought it up like on the 18th or something.
Yeah.
But, I think Tyler managed to figure it out, and we ended up getting a code really quickly too. By the way,
Yep,
like seriously,
yep. But I'm telling you, man,
NIS is
NIS is
they're
the bomb.
good people. They're good people.
I think we got the date confused with Cold Step Revolt because they were announced around the same time. So I think we got those release dates confused.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I cannot wait to see what the RPG is that you made. I mean, if it's free, I might as well jump in and try it out.
You
too.
can. It's nothing special. It's just something that I made to basically, show off as many assets of it as I could. But don't you worry, Bloodhawk. I put some nods to Piglet Sanchez in the game. Don't you worry.
Oh,
I think
nice.
it's something that
Nice.
you and Chaotic might, enjoy. Especially Chaotic. Because I did throw something in there here that he might like. But yeah, anyway.
That's good.
Have you been playing anything else?
Other than those 2 games, I played a little Overwatch, but I'm not going to get into that. I bought a couple new games, which I kind of regret doing so, but I'm like, these sales, man!
What'd you buy?
Well, I got Shadows over Mordor.
Shadows of
Mordor. I always get it confused.
I know you do.
I got that, and then I got Metro Last Light. I think it was Last Light. That was
nice. So you did get those.
Yeah,
games.
it was. I mean, it was $5. I was like, a part of me was like, no, I shouldn't. But then, I mean, what's $5? Like, what the fuck am I gonna need $5 for? So I got
burritos with your friends.
Maybe,
obviously.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting that, and I also today got the whole Lego Harry Potter collection.
Oh, nice.
I think it was $12.
Oh, that's a great deal. Is it PS4?
Yeah, it's PS4, and you get
that's
every single
really
Harry
deal.
Potter year. So,
man, if I were a Harry Potter fan, I would totally have picked that up.
I had always debated it. I was like, do I really want to put $30 down on this now? And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So, but my patience paid off because it went on sale eventually, and I'm hoping to go and play those and get the platinums for them because I'm sure they're going to be really easy platinums.
Oh yeah,
The Lego games usually are.
Yeah, and I mean it's I think it's 2 games in one, so I'm hoping I get 2 platinums, but we'll see. I don't want to be too greedy like a certain someone, but but I guess that's about it. Oh, you know what? How can I forget this? How can I fucking forget this? Speaking of Berserk though, but I've been playing Life is Strange too.
Yeah?
It was actually shortly after the last episode we recorded. When you had brought up that you were playing it, and you mentioned that it was free for PS Plus. So I was like, you know what? I have no excuse now. I have to check this out. And so I played through it, and oh my god, I fucking loved the game, dude. I fell in love with everything about it. I was like super stoked on this game for a while, and I was just sitting here like, even after it was over, I was like, I gotta go back and play it again. Like, I liked it that much, so much so that whenever they announced Before the Storm at Xbox's conference, I was like, just fucking giddy as hell.
See, I wasn't as strongly attached to it as you were. Like, I love the game, but it wasn't like, oh, I need to go play this again, like, right now.
Oh, I did, definitely.
I was like, all right, next on to the next
I
game.
absolutely,
like, that was great.
absolutely loved Max and Chloe.
Oh, I'm glad you actually felt that way, because I wish I would have been like, I need to play this again, but nah, not really. I don't feel that way about a lot of games, though.
But just the fact that's a game that made me want to go back and play it again.
Oh yeah, I mean, it says a lot about it.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, you could say that about any game, but just I usually can't say that about like these Telltale style games, because like the only Telltale game I've ever went back and played was the first Walking Dead season, but all the other ones were pretty much just like, yeah, I'll just play it once and that's good enough for me. But like even with the Walking Dead game, like I never actually wanted to go back and play it as soon as I finished it. So this game is really special to me, I think, and
that's good
because I feel bad playing it for free. Like I actually wanted to spend put down money on it after I played it. I was like just so pissed off. How often could you fucking say that, you know?
Yeah, that you're mad that you couldn't spend money on a game. Yeah,
but
it's funny.
I did make up for it. I went and pre-ordered the deluxe edition of Before the Storm, so...
Have you looked into the limited edition for the game?
The Before the Storm? Or the
no,
first one?
for the first one.
I actually did, and apparently it was going on Amazon for like $150, and I was like, oh no.
Really?
Yeah.
I picked mine up for $20.
Oh, dude, really?
Yep. Then I still have the CD sealed and everything, but of course I opened the game and played it that way.
I think
and it comes with a art book as well.
I think the Xbox One version was like pretty cheap, but I don't know. I want the PlayStation 4 one. Sorry.
Yeah, mine's PlayStation 4 as well. I mean, the limited edition's not super fancy. It comes with the CD and it comes with the art book, but it doesn't come with anything else. So, I mean, you're not missing out on much. But
I know.
If you're a big fan of it, that's something.
It's pretty much like with Fire Emblem. You know, I want to get as much as I can get out of it.
Right,
Same with
exactly.
Dragon Quest. But I guess that's it. Those are the only games I've played in the past 2 weeks.
Nice, man. That's a good lineup of games.
Oh yeah.
John, you been playing anything, man?
So let's talk about Overwatch.
Oh no.
I thought we already did though.
No, we did.
He's just messing with me at this point. He knows where to push my buttons. All he has to say is Overwatch, and I'm like,
But I thought you liked that game.
I do like that game. I just don't like talking about it all the time. A year after it came out.
It's still being updated, so you know.
Fair enough, man.
I will wait for your talk about Zelda once the DLCs come out.
Yep, I was just about to say that. I will be talking about Zelda again when the DLC comes out. Absolutely. I've been playing a little bit of Zelda, actually. Just on and off. Not like hardcore into it, but I gotta get on them Korok seeds.
I'm still waiting to get a Switch before I play Zelda.
That's so good.
I need to go back into it. Just so many games though.
I'm so jealous of you, Eric, because you're gonna get your Switch this fall, and you're just gonna have Zelda, Mario, Splat. You're gonna have all these games just built up that are fantastic.
I gotta say though, I do still need to pick up Splatoon at some point and play the original.
I was about to say Splatoon 2 might not be there when he gets it. Might not be.
Probably will be if I play the original first.
You should get it. I'm telling you, you should.
It's a good game.
I want to surprise you one day. I'm going to show up on the Wii U and be like, Joey, join me. Come on, let's play some Splatoon.
And then we're all going to be playing on the Switch.
Yeah, it'll be like Splatoon 2 is already out. And I'll be like, I'm just going to stick with this right here.
Sorry, mate. Just play the campaign. Really, I don't even think there's much to know about the original Splatoon.
I think
you could just kind of.
No, I
think the campaign was fun.
That's what I kind of want to. You need to play the campaign at least. I think, but
that's fair.
At this point, like the meta is so just fucking like it's not noob friendly. Let's just say that because me and Rob learned that the fucking hard way the other night when we played together. Like we haven't played the game in over a year, and we come back to just a bunch of like Japanese players just fucking demolishing us. We were like, oh yeah, you know what? It'd be more fun on Splatoon 2 when we all start at the same level again. So,
yep, exactly.
Yeah. That makes me think of Tetris DS and how the online eventually got with that. The matches got with that. I don't know if you guys played the online for that.
I don't know, but that sounds like a weird comparison.
No, because once you're at a certain, we'll say, level, all you'll go against is Japanese players, nonstop. They are the top of Tetris DS, at least when I played it, and I held my ground against most of them. At one point, I did beat a hacker, which was really stupid because it really showed how bad the hacker was.
Nice.
They had done all line pieces, but line pieces are too slow to line up and drop.
Mhm.
That's the weird part about it, because that's all they did is just line piece. So they took a while for them to get 4, while I was stacking up on them super hard already. So it was like kind of easy to beat them, and then I just had a good laugh. But for what I've been playing, obviously it's Overwatch, but I'm not. I already talked about that. Getting close to that finish of Persona 5.
Yep.
And I've reached the part of the story where I'm going, okay, this is your make and break moment. If you, like, in gameplay sense, where they send me to is going to take me exactly to what the story is going to be all summarized for. It's all going to come together and make the plot holes that are currently there fixed. Don't fuck it up. I'm praying. Because I've heard from a couple people about it, just like the ending, hit miss kind of thing. And like, I'm dancing around this to not do any spoilers at all. But
You shouldn't do any spoilers.
no, but they put the way that they tell the story, they put themselves in a spot to where the past 2 weeks of the game in-game verse have made no sense. And your gang is just as confused as you are as a player.
So
Which is kind of...
would you compare it to Samurai Jack then?
How are you gonna finish this? What the hell are you gonna do?
The journey was better than the end, I guess.
For Jack, yeah. For this, we'll see. I haven't gotten to it yet, so I need to see what the reasoning is behind all of the mess that's happening right now. They could validate it all, and I'd be happy. I kind of feel like they aren't going to completely, which is going to be a kind of a hit to me, because I'm really hoping the way that Persona 3 and Persona 4 ended, all Persona fans actually, wraps up very nice tight bow on that packaging. This is where I feel like they could really trip up. Me speaking as someone who has done everything I possibly can to know every single part of the game and every line of dialogue that can be exploited and pulled out of it. It's been quite a ride. So by next week, I would say I'm done. I think I'll have had this finished.
Cool.
And then I'll immediately go to New Game Plus and start that, because I need to do a New Game Plus run in which there is even more dialogue to find and more options and more stuff that happens. Because every Persona game in New Game Plus has extra stuff that comes up. It's small, but it's nice.
But John, Crash Bandicoot comes out next week.
I could do both.
Okay.
Are you gonna get the platinum, John?
Eventually. I'm not gonna really drive myself into doing it. I'm still just enjoying the game as it is. I'm still burned. After all these years, I'm still burned to say, like, yeah, I really want to get the platinum. No, I don't need to. I just don't never feel the drive anymore.
Birth by Sleep killed John, by the way. That's the game.
Killed me.
Never again.
Oh god, the mysterious figure. What a bitch.
So is that what you've been playing, John?
I swear there's more that I've been playing, but I just can't think of it. So yeah, we'll just say that.
Okay.
If I can think of it, I'll tell you after. But yeah.
All right, cool. I've been playing only 2 games, off and on. One of them is ARMS on Nintendo Switch. I haven't played anything on my TV in a good week. It's just been this weird combination of family and school and my sleep schedule. So when I get an hour and a half, I don't want to look at my TV. I'll just lay in my bed and play something on the Switch or the 3DS. So I've been playing ARMS a lot on the tablet, and it's oh man, the game is so much fun. It really is. It's a fighting game I can get into. It's a fighting game I want to keep playing. And I love... I'm a Min main, okay? I made Ramen Girl. Okay?
Judges?
All the other characters, though? What's
I
that?
said judges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all are judging me. Yep. Anyway, so all the characters are so good, and I love how, like, every character has their unique playstyle, but they all feel similar enough that you can jump into each of them. But they have their unique differences that make them unique, and I think that's fun to play around with. The game is kind of bare bones, but I think the game is just so much fun that doesn't matter to me.
I have to say, I like how Nintendo is approaching the game, but I feel like Splatoon benefits way more from it than ARMS will.
Yeah, I agree.
And honestly, like, I do like ARMS. I like the presentation for it, but it's just like, compared to Splatoon, I don't think it's going to have that long-lasting appeal like Splatoon did, unfortunately.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either, but it does have this incredible charm to it. I will keep going back to it.
That's why
I want to play more.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I'm going to definitely play more this weekend while I have the chance to.
That's why I didn't get it on launch, and I actually did pre-order it, but I was like, yeah, just thinking about it, like, I'm probably not going to end up playing it as much as I would like to, so... Oh, well.
Oh, I'd be playing it more if I had the time to. I just haven't had the time this week. I mean, I've barely been on my computer.
I've been making really good decisions, though, lately. Not getting those expensive games. I'm just waiting on Final Fantasy 12 and Splatoon 2 and whatever comes after.
Yep. Gotta get the important stuff.
Yes.
Gotta feed that new cat.
I don't have a new cat.
Luckily, I don't gotta worry about feeding the pig too much. I think Mom's gonna take care of that. That was the agreement.
I will say, for at least me and Tyler, particularly, the games have been low also because of E3. E3 took up a lot of time.
Yeah, well,
It's
E3
still
was
taking
last
up my
week.
time.
Yeah, it's been insane. The E3 was, and we had staff meeting and all that. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. I just want to relax and play some ARMS and get these podcasts out and stuff. I don't even know what number this episode's gonna be.
That's the problem. I don't know. I was just thinking about it. I was just like, wait, we don't know what number
Because
this
Isn't
is.
this 51?
No.
So wait, you're making those live streams into episodes?
There's gonna be 2 episodes with those post shows. So one of the episodes is gonna be EA, Bethesda, Ubi, and then the other one's gonna be Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo. But the problem is, I'm at this situation where I'm like, do I release the episode we recorded before E3? Do I just combine that into this one? Like, I don't know. Or do I just ditch it? Like, I don't know what to do.
We'll figure it out.
So I'll figure it out tomorrow when I start editing all this stuff. But this episode's out Sunday, no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been nuts. I'm so tired.
Your other game?
Oh yeah, so I've been playing ARMS, and then the other game is on 3DS. I've been playing Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and I really okay. It took me a while to get into the game. That first mansion did not pull me in too much. I think it was just too simple. But when I started getting into some of the other mansions, that's when I got into it. I was super into that game. I think I'm on my maybe 4th mansion now. And I just really liked the game. It's mission based, but it still has that personality, that charm that the original Luigi's Mansion has. It just lacks that familiar feeling, the familiarity that you have with that one mansion in the Luigi's Mansion game. This one, it's multiple. So you're getting different personalities within the mansions, but they're less familiar, you know? And it's mission based too, so you kind of are prevented from fully exploring these places. I mean, you can still explore, but it's it's limited. But yeah, I'm having a good time with it.
Cool.
I hope Next Level Games does another one on Switch. Just more
new.
Hey, go explore.
Yeah.
More exploration.
Can you still mash A and make Luigi scream out for Mario?
No, you can't.
Really?
No, yeah, you can't do that. I don't know.
Mario isn't even in this game, as far as I'm concerned.
I don't think Mario is in this game.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I think all you're doing is collecting the moon pieces for whatever EGAD wants you to do. Yeah, I don't think Mario is in this game. He could be, but I don't know.
My main problem with Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is that it just doesn't capture the same atmosphere as the first game. Like I don't
the same.
I don't like the mission based stuff either.
Neither do I. I'm not a big fan of that.
I just liked how it was in the original. That game was just perfect the way it was, and I wish that we could just get something that capitalizes more off of that original idea.
I think the reason they went with that was because of the fact it was on a handheld. They wanted something that was a little bit more pick up and go. But now that they are working with a home console again, maybe they'll try it again.
I hope so.
Nice.
But again, the Switch is a lot of pick up and go as well.
I think Dark Moon sold enough to where it would warrant another game.
Yeah, I think they will make another Luigi's Mansion. It's just depending on who will make it. I mean, it could be Next Level Games. They wrapped Federation Force last year, so I assume they've been working on something. And there was a rumored Wii U game that they were working on. So we'll see what comes out of them within the next couple of years. It's also possible that they develop it internally again at Nintendo. Like the original was. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. I haven't been playing anything else.
That's a 2-hour show.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm so tired.
I forgot to add one more thing. I got a new phone. Finally.
Oh, nice. What kind of phone?
I had an S5 since the S5 first came out. I finally got an S7.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Was thinking about getting the S8, Galaxy S8, I should say. But
yeah.
S7, $400, which pay over monthly, obviously. Galaxy 8, $800. Nope, that's an easy choice for me. As much as I love to be get the highest tech that I possibly could, and I can't justify that shit.
I forgot to mention something too.
Huh.
I need to tell you what I did in my Overwatch matches this past week.
You're real funny there, Joey.
So
any parting words? Any parting words? I'm done.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm just done.
I am saving up this fighting game stuff. I was gonna say it today, but I'm not. I'm gonna save it up. Let the dust settle a little bit more.
I want to hear it now,
though.
Don't you dare!
It needs to actually calm down more because there's still bullshit actively going on, from Capcom's PR to what's happening with the other fighting games, and just it's a mess. Fuck Capcom right now.
You know what else is a mess right now, John? My sleep schedule.
Well,
I really want to hear this fighting story, though. This fighting game story.
Any parting words? Does anyone have any parting words? Leif Erikson, you have a parting word?
Not really. I've just enjoyed today. It's been nice.
That's good. It's been a very good episode with you.
You're only saying that because he didn't go on and on about Overwatch.
No, it's because I have him tied to a chain in the training stage office. Duh.
This is true.
Okay.
Please send help.
Don't worry, Joe. You'll hear it. It'll get there. Fucking fighting games.
Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Training Stage Podcast. Thank you all for listening. Until next time, we'll catch you later. See ya.
Peace.
Bye.
We're gonna have a talk about all this Overwatch stuff, John.
Overwatch.
Fuck you.